Hello, hello. What is going on? Okay. I don't know how many of you guys remember Degen Dragonz, but here we are. Let me just finish something over here. Okay. This is what we have going on. So, this project, Degen Dragonz, now is going to be doing instant utility. Okay. Now, we've all been in a zillion projects, and we all know they talk of utility. Sometimes some kind of utility shows up. Most of the times, it doesn't. Okay, so what I'm going to be offering here is literally instant utility. So how do you get instant utility from buying one of these? Okay, you're going to get $50 to play poker. Okay, so here is a little video I made. This is an app called Poker Bros. And there are games going all the time. Literally 24/7. Okay? So, that is where the utility comes in. Once you mint a dragon, a Degen Dragon, you will become a Degen, and you will get $50 loaded into your poker account. There's poker tournaments, there's poker cash games, and like I said, there's always a table of different buy-ins that you can play in. You can play in for way more than $50, way less than $50. But yeah, I thought that this would be kind of a cool thing because it's been a while since really I've even kind of talked about NFTs. Let alone, this project that I started a long time ago just was really hard to get off the ground. I think that this is cool because people are going to buy random NFTs that either they look cool for whatever, that they like, or they're going to buy it because they think it has some kind of utility to offer them. So I think that this is the way to go. So if you're interested in either playing poker, or you like to play poker, or you want to get started playing, this is a really cool way to do it. This is an online app. It's very sociable. You can there's emojis that you can throw back at each other. This is all for real money, so that is a very cool thing. And again, you're buying an NFT, okay, and you're getting literally utility that you can go use in the next few minutes after you purchase an NFT. There's not too many of those out, right? I think we can all kind of say that. There's definitely a few, but I think this is a pretty cool, unique little thing. And like I said, get $50 credit to play poker when you mint a Degen Dragon. So, I mean, here's all the information. You just go there, and you'll be able to purchase it. And this will auto-reveal into whatever randomized dragon that you're going to get. So as an example, you can see here's one here that this is the traits that they got going on for this particular person. So again, if you guys have any feedback, let me know. But I think this is a very cool way to get some stuff going. And again, being able to get utility right off the bat. And we'll go ahead and just expand this for right now. I'll kind of walk you through. There's some prize pools. These are tournaments. These are all tournaments. These are all no limit cash games. So this is a 10 and 20 cent. So you can see smaller buy-in. Let's see what I take you to next. Just showing you the amount of tables that are available to play. All sizes. I think I take you here to a little bit of a larger game. So you can see here the buy-ins are much larger, probably almost all over $1,000 in buy-ins, all for real money again. And you can see we have a bad beat jack, 128,000. You can see these people are getting paid. Let me just go back for a second. Did I miss it already? I don't think so. Maybe I did. Here we go. Okay, so you can see, look at the dates, and these people are getting paid $30,000, $34,000, $21,000, $40,000. These are huge numbers. This is all real cash. These have been around for, this app has been around for quite a long time. So again, I'm offering, for you guys to get in the game basically. So you get an NFT and you get instant utility right away. So I'm going to kind of be able to push this now, because now I have, instead of like originally when I was doing this project, NFTs were like on fire, and I had this whole goal is that we would buy like blue chip NFTs as we proceeded through the mint process, and then give those away to original minters. Unfortunately, that just never really got off the ground. And again, also basically the price of where things went, it kind of wouldn't have worked even if it did go, take off. So we're kind of going to revamp the Degen Dragonz, and what better way to do it than basically, right? I named him a Degen Dragonz because a lot of us here on this space are Degens. I love poker, and I think it just goes hand in hand, guys. And again, you're getting instant utility. I mean, that's the thing that I'm pretty excited about, and I think that you guys will be as well. So yeah, if you guys got any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. And if you do go ahead and purchase one, you can see again, where are we? Profile at Ricky Bobby 2 Moon. Okay, you'll message me on there, or you can leave a comment on the comment section below, and you'll let me know that you bought it, and then you can either sign up on your own, or I'll walk you through the process of signing up, or joining the poker club, and then I will load your chips for you. $50. You can play whatever game you want. You can win money. The cards will fall how they fall. So again, excuse me, excited to get this back rolling. To me, it makes, I don't know why I didn't think of it before when I originally was going to get this going, but makes just a lot of sense to me now. I think that this is going to be a turn into a good project. And again, if nothing else comes from the project, right, you're getting a cool NFT and you're getting instant utility right when you get it. So even if there's no other movement on the project, you're already getting value when you buy it that you can touch and feel and everything else. And it's not just we're going to have a game for you, or we're going to have a secondary drop or whatever else. I don't know what's going to be in the future. All I can promise you now is you're going to get instant utility, and that I'm pretty excited about. So we'll go ahead and just kind of leave this on for now. Let you guys, let's see if I can get that going a little bit better. I think that looks good. So yeah, pretty plain and simple, right? I mean, no hoops to jump through, no future promises. This is what is being offered, and I think that that's a lot of people kind of want that. Now, whether they want to play poker, I don't know, but I think that people want, when they say that something is going to be offered, I think they're looking for that. Again, I can go on and on of NFT products that I've been involved in, meaning I've purchased, or other stuff, other projects that I've just watched that the utility is either planned out for months away or just talked about. Very few actually give you some kind of legitimate thing that you can tangibly feel. So I think that I kind of take care of that with this, in my opinion. Just my opinion, though. But I mean, if you're gonna buy, there's a weird NFTs out right now, like feet pics and check marks, and like if you're gonna go buy those and just hope that, like, we all know there's no utility for those, right? It's a community, it's a whatever, and you're basically banking on the floor price continuing to grow. Here, you're almost like purchasing a buy one get one free kind of in a way, right? You're getting a NFT, and you're getting $50 to go play cards from anywhere, from your mobile device, from your living room, from your work, at lunch, whatever you want. So we will stay on the live for a little bit more, and I'll probably try and hop on and do some more lives more often with this, just because I think this is actually a very cool idea. Again, I hate giving up on things, and this has kind of just been put on the back burner. I mean, the artwork is already done, everything's already done. It's just the project got put on the back burner. So let's just reignite it, and I think it's going to be fantastic. And I think people are really going to enjoy the poker app as well. It's super easy to use, super fun to play, and again, it's for real money. So you may turn that $50 into $500. You may turn that $50 into $0. We have no idea. That's going to depend on how the cards fall and how you play. But you're not losing anything as far as like you got to buy this and then you got to make another purchase or anything like that. No, you're getting a cool NFT, and then you're getting money to go play poker from that purchase. Sounds like a win-win to me. Sounds like a win-win to me. And let's just take a quick peek, just so we can look and see, what we're kind of talking about. So, we can go to Mutant Hounds, which was a way higher price not too long ago. And again, as of now, these things, you're not really getting anything other than the NFT and the ability to maybe sell it at a higher price. right? Well, there's no instant utility. Even with the King of Kings, you know, BAYC, and Mutant Apes, again, there's still very little utility out, other than you have the possibility to make money on the collection. So that's why I think that this is very cool. You get an NFT and you get to be able to utilize something from the NFT, right? There was another collection that I thought was very cool. Let me see if I could find it actually. It's like Heart something, but I don't remember. The Heart Project. Okay. Now here's one that I thought was very cool when it first came out. I don't know what they're doing now, right? But originally, if you own one of these, they would have like a pop-up party or something, and like as an example, New York. And if you lived in New York or you traveled to New York during that time, you can get in, and I think it was like all drinks paid for, free access, whatever. You just show them your NFT. Okay, that's at least something I see as being like beyond the artwork, having some kind of cool value, even though it's a little like restricted. You got to be at that place at that time to be involved, but still a pretty cool thing nonetheless. And so that's, now what I've, took a little bit of time to thinking, had some downtime, excuse me, stepped away from crypto for a little bit. But I like the idea, and I'm going to kind of drive it and see what happens. To me, again, the way I look at it, because when I originally was launching the project, I was like, how can I give back to the community? Because there are projects that will mint out for like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then that's kind of it. The product will just go as it goes. And again, you can make money if the product goes up, but there's really nothing else that they're bringing to the table besides the artwork and the community. So originally when I launched Degen Dragonz, I was like, okay, well, let me put some of the mint money back into these blue chip NFTs, and then we'll pick some drawings of people, and they'll win those because they were an original minter. So at least giving back a decent amount to the community. To me, this is kind of falls in line with that, just a different way of giving back. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. I wish I would have thought about it earlier. I don't know why I didn't. I just kind of had my vision of Degen Dragonz when it started, and again, I was really I kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like envisioning this grand scheme of utility, when in reality, I don't think we really know where the direction of NFTs and utility will go, because I don't think really many of us, really, if we're really honest with ourselves, other than the utility of making money, I don't think many of us have really experienced true utility with an NFT. Sure, there are a few that there's some games and game nights and like things you can do within the community, or like a few, parties and NFT NY and stuff like that. But again, very limited on what it is. So when I first was starting, I'm like, oh, I gotta have this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta have another tier, and this and that, and the coins gotta drop, and all that stuff. And so, in a way, I was kind of setting up myself and the product to fail, because in reality, you're trying to provide all these things that aren't really utility. They're just more layers upon the project, right? So now that I'm kind of taking that out, right, and saying like, okay, I don't have to, don't have to provide the, the sky in the world, when really all these products are promising all this stuff. They're kind of like, I don't know if they're a straight up line. I wouldn't say that they're straight up lying. I would say that they have grand visions of things, and they're letting us know this is what they would like to do. When that happens, we have no idea. Um, like the other deeds, the other side deeds from Yuga Labs, BAYC and stuff, the land, nothing has happened with that. Now, I don't know, maybe it's about to happen, but again, that's like a piece of digital land that you're supposed to be able to do something with, yet it's not, you can't do anything with it yet, and it's already been close to a year that's going out, and that's not bad mouthing them or anything like that. That's just saying, hey, again, to me, it's refreshing to come back to this project and not kind of false hope and false promise, like we're going to do this and we're going to do that and then we're going to have this and we're going to have that, when in reality you're just kind of like stringing the community along so that they'll stick around, basically, and then you could have another drop. Maybe it's a freeman, maybe it's a whatever, but then you start adding to the ecosystem. And again, I'm sure that some of them are going to do some cool things, but a lot of them that have these amazing plans have not really come to fruition. So I'm kind of taking a new, refreshing look at my own project and saying, hey, you know what? I'm not actually going to sit here and like blow smoke up your butt and be like, well, we're going to do this and this and this. No. Here's my I don't want to call it an offer, but this is basically what it is. Like, I have some pretty cool NFT pictures of Degen Dragonz, okay? You can purchase those, and with that purchase, you get $50 to play poker. To me, that sounds like, again, a win-win right off the bat, right? If you think the art's cool, great, you buy it, you get a bonus. If you just want to play poker, then guess what? You also get the bonus of the NFT. So either way, and if you want both, then again, that's a double whammy. So to me, I'm kind of getting even more reinvigorated talking about it, to be honest. Like as an example, and I was a huge proponent of this project. Okay, now unfortunately, they never were able to really get above this hump of like, getting into that upper echelon tier of NFTs, but I've had these, okay, for a while. I mean, I don't have them anymore, but they I'm just talking about like utility, right? So the lazy cubs. Okay, I mean it's basically a lower version of the ecosystem. Okay, cool, gets you into the project if you want, but you know, other than basically getting you in at a lower tier, I guess that is the utility. Okay, the bungalows were a cool thing. These were the bungalows. They were your own personal bungalow on the island. And again, a cool thing about it, I'm not going to lie, is that these picture frames, you could put your own NFTs that only you owned. Well, they didn't have to be lazy lions. They could be anything. Cool. I thought that was cool. That's a little bit of utility, right? That's the only like project that had that out at the time. I don't know what Lazy Drinks is, to be honest. I don't know what this does. Maybe it's part of a game or something like that. So again, to me, that's kind of what I was looking at originally when I was going to launch, when I launched Degen Dragonz, was like, hey, let me try and create an ecosystem, let me do all this stuff. But again, at the end of the day, none of their stuff has done anything, right? So to me, I think that instant utility is the way to go. So to me, the way you offer instant utility is, look, you get a degen dragon, playing poker, being a degen, they kind of go hand in hand, right? You get $50 credit instantly to your poker account when you mint a dragon. Pretty simple. You get instant utility. You get an NFT. You can use it and play poker. Get $50 to play. To me, again, sounds like a win-win. If you got any comments, go ahead and just, drop them in there, or just say what's up to the chat. But yeah, we are reigniting Degen Dragonz, and like I said, you go ahead and mint one of these guys. They're flashing because they're not minted, so we don't know what they're going to be, but they'll look something like a variation of this, as an example. And once you mint it, you get signed up on the. You just join the poker club, and I send you $50. I mean, it's as easy as that. So if you guys can just go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments, or send me some messages on Twitter at WikiBobby2Moon. But there you go. All right. So if you guys have any alternate suggestions or anything, go ahead and let me know. I'm open for some change, but to me this sounds like a pretty solid road to take. Like I said, originally when I started this, it was how can I provide utility from the beginning, from minting and being a minter to keeping the project going. And again, always part of that was, in a way, like the Degen layer was basically going to be kind of like some kind of maybe like ice poker a little bit or something, where like you could bet on sports, you could play poker, you could play blackjack, and maybe use like an in-system coin that would be within our own ecosystem, right? So that was always kind of the game plan, but again, turning that into a reality, much easier said than done, as we can see from all these other projects. So I think that's a lot less pressure personally for me, and a lot less of this like false hope of giving out to people and false promises to myself, which is like, okay, we're gonna create this amazing, crazy, huge multi-billion-dollar thing and then not really offer anything. And again, this is just an idea, right? So the project's already out. It's you instantly get credit to go and play cards, and who knows what can evolve from that, right? Maybe I will create something where there's a secondary sale, and something will be unique to secondary sales. I don't know. Um, right? Because right now it's originally it's only for like original minters are going to get the credit, um, the $50 credit. So a lot of stuff would be open down the road, but again, I'm not going to plan all the way down and create these things that may never happen or may take a long time to develop when I can basically, in my mind, provide instant utility. Now that's such a big word that we throw around because I've been looking on Twitter lately of even like, oh, these are some really good projects, and you know, I feel like when we look, especially during like meme season, right, when all these meme tokens were coming out, they basically all had, I don't know what they have now, but they all had the same thing. They're going to create their own decentralized exchange. They're going to create their own wallet. They're going to create their own swap, their own NFTs, their own blockchain. Um, and they all had that. So it's all the projects were in a way sort of the same, and you'd have to find one that had a stronger, deeper wallet that you could use for marketing or for buybacks or something like that. But um, and that's where I think also a lot of NFTs have gone, unfortunately, is they all are kind of like, well, we're going to have a game, we're going to have this, we're going to have a secondary drop for an ecosystem, and et cetera, et cetera. Um, and again, I'm not knocking it, but it seems like that route may have, uh, you know, kind of ran its course to a degree. So again, I don't want to take that route with my project. It is my project, so if nothing sells, then nothing sells. Um, but I think taking it this way is like everyone could logically wrap their head around what the offer is basically, right? The offer is so you can go here and let's just okay, these are going for 0.6 and 0.06, 0.07. Let's just go to rankings, floor price. Oh, I gotta change the to ETH. Okay, so let's just kind of find one that's in the range that we're selling, or a few projects that are in the range that we're selling. And let's see what you can get. Again, you gotta like the art. That is part of it. But let's see what you would get. And you can see, look how many projects there are. Again, I'm sure all these are very cool, but I'm not sure if you're getting anything back immediately. Okay, so we're at some 0.6. We can kind of just pick any of them. I don't want to like be a total jerk and pick. Okay, this has 53 ETH in the project, so that's a decent amount. Let's go ahead and click that and see what it's about. Okay, the Genesis drop from the money showcase the many faces of the beloved character is the only way to guarantee first access to Bunny Kit universe drops. Okay, so basically, if I'm reading this correctly, if you buy one of these, right, it's going to give you access for Bunny Kitty universe drops. Now, I don't know what that means, but basically that's you're getting some kind of something in the future. We don't know when that is. Okay, so I don't want to mint. I just want to about the drop. Okay. Including a unique NFT of the year of the rabbit. The mint will open Tuesday, January 17th. Okay, so it's like just minting right now. Okay, which is fine, which is fine. In the future, Genesis holders will be granted first access to minting for all upcoming Bunny Kitty and Friends drops. Okay, so again, they promise you something in the future. You may have to pay for that. I don't know, but that's where I think a lot of the quote unquote utility that we hear about, that's what I think personally when I hear about utility is it's like I said, be part of the ecosystem at whatever level. Um, just not a whole lot of like tangible, solid things that you can take advantage of right away. Um, I mean, sometimes places do merch drops, right? And the utility is buy one of those before merch drop. You need to own it. As an example, like MAYC. Okay, I had one of those. I wanted merch. I bought it. Um, and that's how I buy the merch. And then you can sell it afterwards. But again, I do think that this is now just kind of just ranting a little bit, but I think that in general, um, that even when we think of these here, like a lot of these things, they're not really offering. Look, the whole point of crypto is to be able to not have someone in control of your money, right? That's kind of the bottom line. You're in control of your money and you can send it how you want and to who you want when you want, right? That's kind of the bottom line. And really, when you take a step back and you're like, okay, well, these all kind of do that, right? Some of them are slower in transactions, some are faster in transactions, some are cheaper in transactions, but they all are generally doing that, okay? Some perform more in gaming, and etc. But when you start getting down to these, and there's thousands, tens of thousands of these, but these are all just, you know, cross your finger for home run um, hits, basically, Again, gaming, but a lot of this stuff is just kind of, in a way, copycatting any other project. I mean, again, the main goal is to be able to send crypto how you want, when you want. And, some of these may work for an individual industry or something like that. But again, when we talk about utility, I don't know what all of those other projects will do that these kind of top ones aren't doing. Which again kind of goes into the NFTs. And they're all kind of in that same thing of, we're going to have a world, we're going to have a game, we're going to have land, we're going to have, ecosystems, etc., etc. And some work out, a lot don't. So in case mine doesn't work out in the long run, I feel pretty good by giving $50 credit per mint. You do, right? So if you do 5 mints, you're getting $250 in your poker account. Bang. You could, who knows, maybe you'll run up to $1,000. You're going to get all your NFTs for free. You're going to get, you know what I mean? So, good stuff. All right. So if you buy one, just go ahead and leave a comment on the YouTube page, on my Twitter, either one. I'll get you set up on the poker app, and I'll get your account loaded, and you will be ready to rock and roll. All right, guys. Have a great one. Uh-oh.